It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see Jordan Love. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Commanders and the Cowboys. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and yes, it's January 7th, but we haven't seen you since New Year's Eve, so we have to say Happy New Year, one and all. And partner, Happy New Year to you. This is it, the conclusion of the 2023 season. Hard to believe, but we got a good one here between division rivals. And you like what the NFL's done here, making Week 18 all-division games.
I think it's one of the more inspired moves by the league because they've made these matchups.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Commanders making their way out. They'll be led out by a former first-rounder in his fourth year now out of Utah State, Jordan Love.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Love looking to throw it. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 9. To pass, here's Jordan Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of a yard. 3rd and 7 now. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
Held them well under 200 yards of total offense. In today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Here's Hill on the return. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Well, they'll fake the jet sweep, and now off play action, it's Prescott. But the man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll run it here. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Prescott now. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
A good looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now Prescott. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. A last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Love now. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a first down. To throw now. Here's Love. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Love, they go play action now. His throw complete right side of the tight end Parham. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Play fake. Here's Love. He'll find Reynolds over the middle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action. Love to throw. And that is incomplete. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was Washington winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here at FedEx Field. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Shoves him away. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
When they got off the field on 3rd down, an excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense back out there. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple of touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Love. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Here's Love. That's caught out right by Jennings. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Joshua Kelly, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
A little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Carlos Basham. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. They'll need a big play here with Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Carlos Dunlap providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. He'll take it at the 42. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. On the draw, here's Mitchell. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A toss left side for Mitchell. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Right back to Mitchell here. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
2nd and 7. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Fighting through pressure, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Anthony Jennings. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be.
Oh, Prescott stripped. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to find Mo Alley Cox as tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down. Play action this time with Love. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
On 1st and 10, Love. And his throw is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field and took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
The punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. 2nd down and 6 now. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And a loose football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Able to slither by. Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides. But sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Love. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Prescott. He's going to air one out. That is incomplete.
Well, Father, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd down, Prescott. And again back to Komet. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Finding Williams on the check down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trail by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Prescott. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, able to avoid him. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And they will take over first and 10. Love looking to throw it. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First down, here's Mitchell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Brings up second and 10 at the Cowboys 40.
They go bootleg. Love. That's going to be caught by Ali Cox. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
Normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Here's second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
A give up the middle to Kelly. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here's third and a few inches. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Commanders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First and goal, Kelly. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal. At the 8-yard line.
Throwing. Love. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Josh Reynolds, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now, meanwhile, here's his 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Julian Blackmon with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. Jordan Love in this offense ready to get the football back. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. On play action. Love to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Off the play fake, Love. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Running left, here's Mitchell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys.
The pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. David Onyemata forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 40. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. To throw now, here's Love. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving them a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. They'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. 2nd down and 3. In motion left, that's Thielen. So they'll fake the jet sweep, and now off play action, it's Prescott. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Up the middle, it's Williams. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's got room past the 30, and he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Play action now, Prescott. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 10. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Prescott's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Prescott on 1st down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Prescott. It's Hill, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39.
On gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
Throwing, Prescott. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
He gets it to Johnston. And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They'll give it to him again, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. As the Commanders make their way out on offense, let's take a peek at the playoff picture in the NFC. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 in the first. Love from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Washington. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. And again back to Komet. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. They'll hand it off now. Williams fighting through. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Now Prescott. There's a short throw. It's caught by Komet. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. He's brought down by Terrell Burgess.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Washington on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott. That is caught. There he goes left side. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Williams trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Kmet, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Back onto the field now, the Commanders offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Play action this time with Love. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Gregory Rousseau. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble, but theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. In trouble, and he's taken down. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That's how multiple guys get to it.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Prescott now. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. And that play, he simply dropped it.
On 2nd down, Williams. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now we get another look at Washington on offense.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Love looking to throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Here comes second down. Here's Love. Connects with Peoples-Jones. Just over 50 seconds to play. Here's second down. Love. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Now Dak. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play in overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Dallas, they earned one final victory and finished the regular season at 13-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, the loss means they'll finish up the regular season at 10-7. And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.